Hey guys, Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. So back on August 31st in 2023, I started to see these different articles about the de-dollarization, and this is such an important aspect of the global financial ecosystem because since World War II, the end of World War II, the world itself has revolved around the United States dollar. And we've got all of this different stuff that's currently unfolding with the petrodollar, Saudi Arabia possibly not renewing that deal. And what we're actually seeing is a lot more articles recently also talking about the dollar losing its reserve status. And this really does start to put crypto at the forefront of things. And when you look at crypto, 99% of people are probably going to be thinking about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin really is the gold standard of crypto. And throughout its life cycle, it has only gained value. So this week's been really interesting for the crypto sector in general, because we're starting to see a lot more eyes pushing towards this sector because it is the replacement for the financial ecosystem. So with all of this going on, the CrowdStrike situation that's playing out, that huge outage going on, China not really being affected by that outage for the simple fact that they don't use CrowdStrike. So when it comes down to this, it starts to put eyes on the sector itself and how crypto can begin to replace absolutely everything. And as the center stage is more or less shifting, America is going to try their utmost best to shift that back into their own garden. And what we're starting to see is Trump opening his arms wide open and saying that it's a situation, it's not going away. We should use and utilize it to try keep America on the center stage. So I do really think there's going to be a huge shift over the next few months with BTC in general really taking the center stage as the global reserve currency. And this is because of a simple fact that it doesn't matter where you are in the world, BTC is usable. And that is what makes crypto in itself so successful currently, is that anyone anywhere can simply use this stuff. So as we can see, we've got Bitcoin Nashville coming up on the 25th to the 27th. We're going to have Trump himself speaking. And this once again is going to push more heat towards Bitcoin. So what I've been thinking about a lot recently is what kind of different sectors is this going to start to affect? And over the course of 2011 to 2024, the annual growth rate for BTC is over 100%. The standard deviation is 155% and the Sharpe ratio is 0.82. This is a dream for anybody who's looking for an asset that only gains value. And this is why BTC is called the gold standard in crypto. So what I'm starting to think about is things like life insurance policies, because we're all at that age in our life where we're starting to think way further down the line. And with insurance policies, there's so many ins, there's so many outs. It can sometimes devalue depending on what global currencies are doing, what it's attached to and what it's tied to. And something I'm starting to see more and more is Bitcoin life insurance. So what I've been doing is I've been going around, I've been looking at different things, and meanwhile has really caught my eye because this is the first and only life insurance company that is denominated in Bitcoin, and they leverage the value of your Bitcoin during your life to secure your family's future after you've gone. With this whole life insurance policy, it's only going to gain value as time goes on. Theoretically, as BTC adoption picks up and it does take that center stage, this is an asset you would want your life insurance to be in. This is what you would want to be paid out in 20, 30, 40 years down the line, so you know that your family is safe and secure. So I did sign up for this. I took a deeper dive into it and I started looking at who they're involved with, who's possibly invested in this. And like I said, it's the first crypto denominated life insurance. Okay, this is pretty major if you ask me, because somebody has to start the first actual thing that pushes into this sector. And what they've done is start a subsidiary that is entirely denominated in BTC, and it's regulated by the Bermuda Monetary Authority. So they accept premiums and they pay the claims in BTC. They do all of their investments in BTC, all of their reserves and audited financials are also in BTC. So they do underwriting, claims, reserving, and their work in standard ways is just denominated in BTC. So something that caught my eye with this, and it's what really made it stand out, is the fact that they raised $20 million from a group of people, and the list is as follows. So you've got Sam Altman, you've got Gradient from Google, you've got Northwestern Mutual, you've got Moro, which is Santander, MSA&D, you've got Stillmark, and then CEOs and founders of insurance, fintech, and crypto startups. So this isn't just a random poke in the dark or something that I looked at and I thought, oh, this is a really cool idea. I haven't really seen a good version of this yet. Is this possibly something I want to get involved in? This shows me that smart money is already looking to invest in stuff like this. And if they've got the backing in this sense, it really is going to be going the mile. So I was looking to make sure they've got all of the right licenses, it all set up properly. And honestly, this is probably about as good as it gets with stuff like this. What you need to do is take everything that more or less comes up like this with a pinch of salt. You need to go in and do more than your own research. You really need to go in and look at the licenses, the backing, who's behind it, how you would claim your insurance policy moving forward. So there's lots of ins and outs when it comes to this, but the tax advantage savings is a pretty cool aspect of this. And I say it would be one of the kickers, so to speak. So the long-term payout is higher than what you would invest into the policy, and those returns grow tax free. So that's tax-free compounding savings rate. And there's a huge thing going on at the moment with the ETFs and whether staking is going to be allowed or if it's not going to be allowed. And this is what it's all coming down to of regulations. So when you can find these kind of very, very nice tax havens that are really going to help you out in the future, this is definitely what you're looking for. You're definitely looking for the liquidity and that hedge estate tax. So the fact that you can buy a policy worth 40% of your BTC holdings and keep it in your estate, so that if BTC does go to the moon, your death benefit scales with the BTC in your estate to help cover the estate tax. This is such a huge aspect for anybody who's more or less going to end up making a lot of money and you end up with a huge property portfolio, because the estate tax is something that really hits people at the end. It's kind of like retirement tax and those sort of things. So do look into all of this, do ask questions, and really start to understand the shift in the financial ecosystem is going to affect absolutely everything. And what we could possibly see is a huge collapse of current insurance policies. We could see that those insurance policies, they devalue over time as there's issues with different currencies globally. Bitcoin's definitely going to be something that is going to continue to only gain value. So what I'm going to do is leave links to this in the description if you wanted to go in and look at it. I signed up for it. I'm going to be starting the process of getting into this. What I do know is when you sign up, you have to wait to be contacted. You have to go through the process. It's a professional system. I was pretty impressed with it. But the fact that the global stage itself is shifting towards BTC, like I was saying at the beginning, the de-dollarization aspect, the current economic situation is very uncertain, but the one thing that is certain is that from 2011 to 2024, BTC has only gained value. So links to absolutely everything in the description of this video if you wanted to go in and check that out. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And aside that, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.